Hey guys, and welcome back to Mama's Gaming Channel. I'm Mama, and in today's video we are going to talk about choke spamming. Now for those of you who don't know, I was a platinum rank player until about Season 5. In Season 5 I did a lot of solo queuing and it caused my SR to plummet. I am now sitting pretty in gold rank where cheese comps dominate. Every match that isn't King of the Hill has some variant of a choke spamming team comp for defense. It makes sense though since Junkrat got the 2-mine buff. It is really annoying however to have to deal with Bastion, Junkrat, Torb, Sim, and Orisa every match. It is really difficult to win against these comps for me, not because I don't know how, but my teammates don't seem to know how. In every match we come to the choke on attack and try to out-damage the enemy team when they have the advantage. Now this is a horrible way to deal with choke spamming comps, so I am making this video guide to help players who struggle against these kinds of comps. Let's get started. The first, and in my opinion, the best way to beat choke spamming is to counter it with a dive comp. Dive comp seems to be dead or dying out in my rank, which is strange because it is a perfect comp against the builder heavy choke spam. The idea with dive comp is to overwhelm the enemy and attack from multiple different angles or rush to an area of cover that the enemy team is not occupying. It depends on the map, but either one is effective. Take Hanamura for example. A lot of people like to put Bastion and Orisa in that room on the right of the choke point. When that happens, you can use a Mei wall to block off that room and use Lucio to speed the team past the door where you can either run to the point and use its cover to wait for the enemy team to come to you, or you can get around the building and attack from both sides. Either way, any team will have difficulty covering two fronts. Bastion can't watch both sides at the same time. Just be careful if they have a Sim and or a Junkrat in there. If they choose not to use the room, you can go in it if you want, but a wide open space is where dive comp reigns. With dive characters, you can attack from multiple angles and overwhelm them. The strength of a choke spam is its simplicity. Choke spamming characters are easy to use and only have to shoot in one direction. If you can take that away from them and make them attack multiple different angles, they are not nearly as strong and easier to overwhelm. Dive comp is the perfect comp to break their choke spamming since it forces them to deal with many enemies in different directions. Now Bastion and Orisa and Junkrat may not be shooting in the same direction, and so their choke spam is much weaker. The other way is to win the poke battle. This method is horribly inefficient and much more difficult to pull off than a dive comp, but it has its perks and it is a good method if you can't get your team to run dive comp or listen to you. If your team is bent on pushing through the choke spam and won't listen to you, then you can choose characters that will help win the choke battle. The way to do that is to take characters that can get quick kills, mainly snipers, and try to pick the team apart by killing them before they can respawn. Snipers are the best at this since they have abilities that can get them into unforeseen angles and kill enemies before they have a chance to retaliate. I played a match on Volskaya Industries using this same principle. We were attacking and the enemy team had a Symmetra, Junkrat, Pharah, Reinhardt, Torbjorn, and Lucio, and we of course had a Bastion. Don't know why we had a Bastion on attack, but we did. Needless to say, it was very challenging for us to get past their choke spam, especially with our Bastion dying all the time. I tried flexing to different characters and finally landed on Widow. My idea was to flank the entire enemy team and get a couple of surprise picks on them to open the door for my team to move in. When I did my flank, I found Junkrat standing still, lobbing grenades at the choke point. You can see that this Junkrat felt very secure, so much so that he wasn't even moving. After killing Junkrat, I finished off a weak Pharah and my team made its push. We did have to get through some ultimates, but we took the point anyways. Notice that after killing Junkrat and Pharah, I didn't really do much else since I'm a horrible shot, but I didn't need to have good aim since the enemy had no idea I was coming and couldn't recover from losing 2 of their DPSs. In this example, I took Widow because I knew that my team was never going to push in until we had a man advantage. I simply gave them that advantage so they felt safe enough to come in and do what they should have done in the first place. Throwing yourselves at a constant choke spam is not the way to beat choke spam comps. If you can't get your team to do a dive comp, or dive comp isn't working, then you have to win the poke battle. It's not easy, but there is no other option really. Being spontaneous and unpredictable can help you win the poke battle though. Like I said before, choke spam requires a single direction to fire at or it doesn't work. If you can change the angles, it throws them off guard. If you don't come in the direction they were expecting, you gain the element of surprise, which can be more deadly than excellent aim. In my Widow example, you can clearly tell that the enemy team had no idea I would be there, and that is what made it such a powerful move. If I had attacked from an expected angle, their Pharah could have come and punished me, or they could have seen me and just moved out of my line of sight. But because I came from a direction they didn't expect, I got 2 free kills and it opened the door for my team. I did not make this video to encourage mad flanking, however. It's not always a good idea to go on such a massive flank as I did. The point of this video is to help those of you who struggle against the choke spam. I'm trying to give you guys ideas and principles that maybe you haven't thought of, and even more important, your opponents haven't thought of either. Since the choke spam method relies so heavily on stagnation, which is shooting in one direction, being unpredictable can automatically give you a significant advantage, even a victory. If you have been doing the same thing for most of the match and still can't get past the choke, then maybe it's about time to mix things up. Hopefully this video helped you. If you have any questions or anything you'd like to talk about in this video, then send something in the comment section. I would love to talk Overwatch with you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, then please hit the like button and subscribe. If you want to view more content, then check out my Twitch channel where you can view live and past streams. For more information about this channel and its efforts, visit my Patreon page. From there, you can support me and my cause to raise money for the orphanage in El Salvador. Don't forget to check out my Discord server where we can talk some Overwatch. If you have any gameplay you want to send me, then click on the link in the description for instructions on how to do just that. Also, I don't think I will be able to get a Nightfall guide out this week. Sorry about that, guys. I do hope to have one next week. Thanks again for watching this video, and I hope to see you later here in MGC. God bless.